Alright, so where we left off, we got mugged by a dude. It looked like we got mugged by a dude. And Morte got kidnapped and dropped all his stuff. So I had to pick up all his stuff. What's that? Morador's Ruby? Where's my box? Someone took the box. This is a fairly large ruby recovered from Mordor's box. Gems of this quality are valued by practitioners of the art as a component to various spells. So someone mugged us for our box, and then took... What? And then kidnapped Morte. Alright, well, let's find out who these interesting people are now that we're in the lower ward, which already looks drastically better than any of the other wards we've been in. You see a middle-aged man wearing dusty clothes. He does not appear to be in the best of health. His skin is pale yellow, and you see an occasional pustule along his arms. Greetings. He turns and glances you from behind hollow eyes. His eyes narrow in suspicion, and as he continues to glance around, "What do you want?" His voice is raspy. "I have some questions." He turns his attention to you. "Why are you bothering me for? I look like part of the tout." You seem to be knowledgeable and individual that I can learn from. That's an interesting thing to say. Is this one of the trainers? He sighs. "What do you want to know?" Oh. Those 6. Let's learn first. What exactly do you want to be trained? Can you tell me if I am ready for more instruction? I think I can teach you a bit more. I'm ready. What can you teach me? Oh, yes. Let's go. Teach me to fight with fists better. Fists, eh? I can teach you if you want. Yes, I'd like to learn to use this weapon. Well, here we're ready. Thank you, that's all I want to know for the day. Weapon proficiency slots. 3. So I can learn 3 more. Alright, alright. Number of attacks, 1.5. Can you teach me a better warrior? Ready to teach me. Let's spend another one on fists. Yes, I'd like to learn that weapon. Yes. Number of attacks, 2. 2 slots left. 3. I kick so much ass now. Oh my gosh. Get an armor class bonus? Let's do one more fist and then axe. No, wait. Hammer or axe? 2 to 9. Classified as club. Hammer. But let's do one more fist. Well, there's nothing more I can do, not unless you devote your whole life to being a warrior. You've got to specialize. and be in a war if you want to get better. If you got the devotion to be a fighter craft, only then you've turned your body to weapon.
Updated my journal.
Oh, see my. I was told that I couldn't learn more about weapons unless I specialized in the path of the warrior. A more rigorous devotion to the warrior arts, never forsake them, for thievery, witchcraft, would grant me specialization. Alright. That's some questions. Has the skull been stolen from me? Do you know anyone that would do that? He looks a little uncomfortable. Missing a skull, are you? Well, now you never heard such a thing from me, but there's people in these parts that, he glances around, makes a living by collecting heads of the dead. Works for a basher named Lothar. They call him Master of the Bones. Where can I find Lothar? He frowns. Now that's a dangerous wigwag. If I were to say something, which I'm not, I would say to keep your eye out for a gutted building here in the ward. Mayhap you would find something there, eh? He glances at you. But you never heard such a thing from me. Alright, well he's spooked. Anything interesting around here? Concerns from there's the tower that seems to become from me about the tower. He laughs, but it soon breaks into coughing. One of the more damnable mysteries of this ward. Here, tell it simply dumped itself in Segef one day, mainly many years ago. No idea where it came from, how it got there, or how to get it. Damn thing. Takes up space. Looks like a site. All them acid burns, weapon scars. Looks like it's seen a few hundred wars. It does. Like a spaceship crashed into this? Warrior, instruct me, teach me. Come on, I want to use my last on weapons. Damn. My last unused slot. I mean, I guess I could put it to hammers. Or I can save it for fist. I'm gonna save it for fist.
I must be hallucinating all this.
Okay, quests. Explore Sigil. A newborn ally has been made into being, allowing me to access other wards of Sigil. I should explore these new streets to see if I can find someone knowledgeable enough to help me decipher who I am. Oh, I never did Chardok the Sender. Okay, let's go do that. Well, before we get too far deep into stuff. Oh, I can fast travel now. That's cool.
Right.
Hey. Guess I passed along your message, though it doesn't seem to have pleased him.
Updated my journal.
15 comments for delay message? Fair enough. More of good, sir, say without hesitation, there is no finer possession in all Sigil than that of a runner for the House of Senders. I'll keep that in mind. Alright.
I'm gone.
Let's go heal real quick. And then we'll go after we'll go check out this new district.
I'm gone.
Now that we can fast travel, that's interesting. Still have never been to Alley of Dangerous Angles. Travel.
All right.
Oh! We can run through the boxes now. Darkness of Sense. Like anything, like loot. Ah! Oh, interesting. Like I can run. Oh, like discovering it for the first time. I can't go in the bottom half now. Well, let's go see what this building's all about then. Small dwelling.
Done.
It's a nice home. Can I sleep here? Cannot rest in this area. Alright.
All right.
Thank you, I guess.
All right.
Oh, the alley's open now. Upper ward. And I can't go into any of these buildings. Well, I guess going to the upper ward.
I'm gone.
That takes us to... Well, those guys are big looking. Get some money. Back alley. Pawn shop. That sounds promising. Check out the pawn shop. Got a customer. An extravagant shop. You see, diminutive man with a bit of a waddle to his walk. His voice betrays a nearly comedic accent. But all the powers in their celestial outhouses, what is this? His partner, a diminutive woman with a braying voice, gave you a quick glance and replies, "It's a customer, you dolt, as I've been telling you for ages. I told you we'd get customers, but you never believed me, and now we have one, and you ready for him? This, well, dead-looking man?" I probably do look pretty dead. Of course I'm ready for him. I'm always ready for whatever customers we have. He turns to you. What can we do for you today? Let's talk about trade. Have Shards of Fate. 10 to 100 piercing damage, breaks after first use. These gauntlets have been created from special crystals found only on the plains of Batar. When struck by these gauntlets, the crystals will shatter to 1,000 pieces, tearing into the flesh and bone of those unlucky enough to be struck. Although heavily metal plates protect the user's hands, there remains a slight chance that some of the shards may strike the user. That's interesting. That's a steep cost for a one-time use. Jagged knife. Okay. Cheese. This is a piece of cheese. Cockroach charm. I like a cockroach charm. Dead rat. Maul. Before. Okay. Whispering. Oh. Special +2. Okay. Glass eye. Okay. Oh. Ooh, magical earrings. Not usable by Ignis. Ring of the Traveler. It's one armor class. I think I like that. Yes. We're gonna buy that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell one pry bar and one hammer. Nah, I think we're doing fine on money. Recall. Bandages. Nah. Wait. Identify. So it's just a bone dagger +1. Tier of Celu. Okay, hold on a second. Celiarude. Special permanent +1 constitution. Usable only by lawful good characters. What am I? True neutral. Lawful neutral. Chaotic neutral. Okay. That does about all of it. Does she sell different stuff? The dead one has returned, Broca. The dead one has returned. I can see that. Do you think I can't see that? Of course I can see that. I have eyes, don't I? He turns to you. What can I do for you today? Okay. So, turns out they both sell the same thing.
Done.
But at least we have somewhere to sell in this district. Got going on nothing. Let's spur. What is this? You can't determine what this old odd device is. Marketplace. The wrecked house. Wait, first let's check the marketplace. Then we'll go for the wrecked house. Oh gosh. I'm guessing you're a merchant. Greetings. I'm interested in some spells. I'm interested in what you have for sale. Okay, he doesn't sell what is this? +2 to armor class. +1 to armor class. Okay. Serpent ring. Resistance to magic +2 to save. Easy. That's interesting. Wait, what? Usable only by thief. Magus guard. Usable only by mages. Okay. We're gonna use all our money on this, aren't we? Okay, hold on a second. We don't have a mage yet. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna do that. Okay. Almost spent all of our money. Wait, didn't I? What? Okay, I did buy a ring. I was like, where'd it go? There we go. Okay. Can't spend all my money because I will spend all my money. Anything I can loot here? The container is locked. Okay. Market worker. Okay, merchant. What do you got? Greetings. I have some questions. Ooh, I'm looking for... Can't say I've ever heard Lothar. He squints his eyes and he thinks, but this Bones fella, yeah, I heard of him. Chant is, yeah, can't mess with him. Powerful cutter. Consorts with the dead and such. Where can I find him? I don't know cutter, but like, set up a kip where you please. No Burke's gonna deny him. That's for certain. Magic weapons? Alright, I like the next door. That's a question. Weapons. Okay, so you sell weapons, but not magic. Magic punching daggers. +2. Those are nice, but I'm broke ass now. Glove of piercing. Not usable. Bone dagger. Don't need the bone dagger. Sell the bone dagger. Siphon knuckles. Transfers hit points from will. That would be worth it. Again, I am broke. Alright, Cinder. Greetings. Interesting spells. Alright. Sell spell. Magic orb, magic missile. Knock. Blur. Cone of cold. Cleric touch. When the player touches an undead creature, he drains 1 to 6 HP from the target for every 2 levels. The damage he drains is then transferred to the caster and added to the total HP pool. Any HP over the maximum is treated as temporary HP. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna spend the last of my money for that. Wait, what level is it? Level 3. Yeah. Bye. Copy spell. Anyone within 3 feet. We'll give that a try. I feel like I'm gonna end up hurting myself more than anything. Greetings. I have some questions. Need you working on? I'm sorry. Okay. Alright. Did he say I have some questions? Magic items. Okay.
I'm here.
And you pick that? Clipped copper piece. Okay, what is this? This clipped copper piece has been clipped. Most of the copper has been shaved off. No doubt it still kept the appearance it is a coin and allowed the clipper to use the shaved copper to make another coin. It is worthless. What? Cleaning rags. This damp mass of rags looks like it's been used to mop up blood and other savory bodily fluids. Duly noted. You know what?
I'm gone.
Spells. Alright. Identify. Does he have identify? Doesn't. But it's scroll of shroud. This spell's cast it targets the cursor appears and the player may select a target with the touch range. The recipient of the spell has the following root: +3 AC, +10% to stealth, and the targets have a -3. Lasts for a long time. That's a really cool spell. Really expensive too. Alright. Alright. We will have to try to do that another time. Let's go check out that wrecked building.
Done.
That was the clue. There's someone chasing us? Oh no, it's just a lower ward thug. Okay, so this was the hint. That's pretty. The unusual window allows light to filter in through the room. It casts strange colored shadows across the walls and the floor. Whatever purpose the barrels once served, they are now just flotsam strewn around the room. This appears to be a ladder constructed from the bones of many creatures. Okay, that's a pretty good tell of where I need to... This was from the dream, where all the skulls turned and looked at me. Shelf of skulls. Thank the powers you're here, Chief. Get me out of here. What are you doing there? Those were-rat vermin nicked me and brought me here. Come on, boss. We got to get out of here. This place is bad news. Why don't you just float down from... I can't. I've tried. Come on, get me down from here. Ooh. Lothar. A flash of light and smoke blinds you as it, for a moment, and a withered old man stands before you. Have we visitors, Skull? Oh no, Morte whispers fiercely to you. Do not offend this blood, boss. He'll deadbook you faster than you can spit. The old man ignores Morte. Greetings, traveler. Who might you be to enter Lothar's humble salon without invitation? My pardon, sir, but you seem to have something that belongs to me. Ah, yes, what that might be. My friend Morte wound up on your shelf. You want the chattering skull with half the grace and manners of any ordinary creature? Give me a greater skull in return if you wish it back, Lothar replies. I do not need to bargain for something that is already mine. It was never yours or anyone's to begin with. Your ignorance is astonishing. You truly know very little about very little. Now, fetch me another skull to replace him, or say farewell to your friend. Fine, how do I get another skull that's worth his worth? Move aside the divine in the center of the room and pass through the portal on the eastern wall to the chambers below the catacombs. The portal will remain active for your return. In the catacombs, many skulls. One of great value lies within inept crypts of the dustmen beyond the drowned. A dustman in the drowned nations. Bring that skull to me, as my weremap minions have failed to do, and I will see to it that your friend is returned. To you, perhaps I shall even answer some questions for you. What assurance do I have that you keep my word? You have my word. That will be enough for you, unless, of course, you would rather not see your friend again. It's good enough for me, boss. And I am the one stuck here. Let it go, alright? Just go get the skull and come back for me. Fine. Lothar, I'll be back for him. Farewell.
All right.
Container is locked. The skull exhales lavishly. Why do you disturb my rest? There has been so much happening of late. While I became the sensation, I must confess I desire the sense of quiet. Can you tell me about Lothar? Nothing that he's not willing to tell you himself, since I don't trust these other skulls not to inform on me. Should I say something out of line, I simply won't say anything before you ask. Yes, I'm scared of him. What about all these other skulls on the shelf? Oh, they're nothing to relieve the tedium. You have Goat Scum, the Rail Rat, Grimscalp, the Anarchist, Stern, the old wizardly assassin. I don't know what Stern does, but he's basically evil. Evil? Bah, I'm merely a pragmaticist. Pragmaticist is that why stabbing something in the back so often seems to be the answer you present to problems? It is not a fine solution. I always worked for me. Poison and magic work equally as well, I found. Ocean before the storm turns her attention back to you. You see? Basically evil. Ooh, tell me about yourself. I was, Ocean before the storm, a senate. A sensate. Now, alas, I am merely decoration. Sunset, what is that? Sensate is a member of the Society of Sensation, one of the factions of Sigil, located in the Civic Fest Hall of the Clerk's Ward, which holds that the universe can be understood and manipulated only through the senses, and therefore should be accumulate as many varied experiences as possible. I believe I've reached the quota on sitting on a dusty shelf. My boredom threshold is low. Can I do anything for you? No, but you're kind to ask. Once I threw myself off the shelf and shattered. Next thing I knew, I was back on the shelf where I all glued there. When Lothar tires of me, he'll dispose of me. What are you doing here? Why, I sit on the shelf and gather dust until one of Lothar's rat minions takes it into his head that I need brushing. I answer questions for Lothar, and that is the extent of this miserable existence. How did you get here? It's a long story. I'm not supposed to say anything to you about it until you've completed a task for Lothar. Alright, farewell. Locked. So... what did I just... Catacombs below the bones night. Okay, nope, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Okay. Am I supposed to go here? Someone lived here. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Okay. I thought you said you had a portal for me. Wait, what is this? I'm not gonna touch that. Okay. That comes below the bones of the night. Okay. Alright, I thought you said... you brought me the skull I require. Not yet. Okay, so apparently I need to go... okay, let's go. Said he was going to do a portal, but he didn't do a portal. Lenny, I don't... strange building appears to be a coffin marker shop. Sign above. Door has a slogan engraved for eternity clearly written upon it. Coffin maker. Upper ward. The upper ward. These crates are beginning to show signs of age. Okay, let's try the other part of up here. These? Oh. Money. Kinda need money after. Oh, that's a lot of bandages. That's awesome.
150 for the redhead.
150 for the redhead?
How much for that one over there on
Why does that name sound familiar?
Right
See a young woman who is trying to get your attention. She is wearing shoddy clothes, but her demeanor is one of elegance, unlike that of the people who surround her. Upon closer inspection, you notice that her skin is clean and smooth, lacking the yellow tint of the inhabitants of this ward. She notices your approach and smiles at you. Greetings. I thank the powers that you noticed me. I am in need of service of a mercenary. She pauses and examines you more carefully. It appears you are, or any indication you would seem to be such an individual. What exactly is that you want from me? She nods to you. The heart of the matter is that I am to be sold into slavery for a crime I did not commit. I am in need of a champion, someone who will help me prove my innocence and free me from this fate. She pauses and looks at you expectantly. Tell me exactly what's going on. This sounds like a side quest. Thanks for a moment. This is long in the telling. Cutter, please bear with me. Go on. She sighs as she begins to tell her tale. My husband died recently and left me his business. I am not a business oriented, so I decided to sell. Not long afterwards, I was contacted by a lender saying a loan on the business had not been paid. She pauses to gather her thoughts. I examined all the documents my husband kept and found that there had indeed been a loan taken, but it had been just recently been paid in full. I explained this to the lender, and a few days later he asked for a copy of the document. It was nowhere to be found. She looks concerned and pauses to think. Well, when I would not prove that the loan was paid, the lender took me before the court. My monies were taken and applied to the balance owed. Since it did not pay off the loan, I am to be sold on the block to try and recover the remaining amount due. She gives you a forlorn look. I don't understand. Why sell you into slavery? I serve many purposes. First, it keeps the prisons relatively clear of all but the vilest criminals. Second, the sale of the convicted is used to pay off any damages, costs, or fees involved in the case. Finally, the convicted still serve a sentence from which they eventually released, supposedly as better citizens. This is all fascinating, but I don't know how I can help you. I need someone to find the missing document, the one that proves the loan was paid, or if you could purchase my contract, I could pay you back. She gives you a pleading look. I can't spend the next 5 years of my life in this ward. Cutter, it will kill me. Surely you've noticed the illness shared by all those who live here. Yes, the yellow skin and the coughing. She nods. Yes, Cutter, please, can you find it in your heart to help me? She looks at you nervously. Please. Yes, I'll help you. I have some questions, though.
Updated my journal.
She nods eagerly. Ask anything, Cutter. Oh, well, what is your lender's name? I know his name well, Cutter. After all I've been through, I will not forget it. She looks far away, and shudders at the moment. Brian Pickett is his name. She pauses, and his associates may be someone called Lenny. Who is this Lenny? She thinks for a moment. There was a small, feral-looking man who came to court a few times. He would sit behind Pickett and whisper to him occasionally. She pauses and looks lost in thought. Go on. I remember him because he always seemed to be uncomfortable in his clothes. He would pick at them as if they were new, as if he were not used to wearing them. On one such occasion, Pickett told him to sit still and stop fidgeting. He called him Lenny. I think I saw where Lenny was. Where is Lenny? I think at the moment, I'm not sure actually. My husband told me some ruffians would be found southeast of the market near the siege tower, I believe. Where can I find Brian? I think he can be found in or around an open air market. Forgive me, but I cannot be certain. Okay, add some other questions. do you think the loan document could have been stolen for? She shrugs. I don't know. Why would anyone steal that, yet leave other valuables to be? Maybe the lender stole the document so it can be paid twice. That is a terrible thought. She hesitates and rubs her chin with a finger, and then she thinks, but also the most ingenious one, Cutter. This Brian Pickett does strike me as a knight on of the post. Okay, what? She gives you a quizzical look. A thief or a cheat, Cutter. Such are called knights of the post, or of the cross trade. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Have you explained any of this to the courts? She nods. Oh yes, Cutter. I've explained this in my situation to many. You are the first that's willing to help me. Alright, I think I got enough info. Alright.
How much for the bunch of them?
The warehouse. The siege tower. Alright. So, let's go get Morte back. Let's dash over. Man, those guys are big. Ebb. Fort. Alright, we need to go to the buried village.
I'm gone.
If I remember right, I stuck his skull in here. Skull. There it is. Dustman's skull. Alright. There we go. Let's get over there. Go save Morte. Sketchy ass wizard. Right, where is he? He up in his hovel? There he is. Well, have you brought me the skull I require in exchange of yours? Lothar smiles. There's no skull in the casket. What is the meaning of this? The tomb was so well trapped, so well defended from scrying magics that it was challenged even for me. There must be some explanation for this, and he draws out his words angrily and slowly. You will provide it to me. Go through the portal into the chambers below and seek the answers. I have no answers. How could I know? There is some merit in that what you say, yet there is something about that crypt that spoke of much promise. I will think of this on this. I encourage you to do the same. He turns away and turns back to you almost immediately. Bring me another skull then, and our engagement shall be as before. Do not try to deceive me with just any skull either. I am somewhat of a connoisseur. Turn to me of something of value. Very
Updated
well.
my journal.
We leveled up. Cool. Oh, the fighter aspect of her leveled, not the rogue aspect. Some more HP. Sweet. We'll take it.
What you be wanting now?
I have the skull of Sergei, the were-rat dustman missionary. Lothar takes the head of Sergei from you and examines it carefully, checking the teeth. Dustman, missionary, and spy, huh? This will be satisfactory. His fingers twist through an arcane gesture. Your friend will be awaiting for you above ground where you came in. Have your answers from me. I have questions. Why am I immortal?
My journal.
Your mortality, your soul, if you will, that which allows you to live and die, is gone from you. It was stripped from you by magical means by the night hag Ravel Puzzwell. Your mortality is the key to your existence. When you find it, you will find your answers. Tell me of this Ravel. Ravel Puzzwell is an enigma, even among the night hags. Some would call her barmy. Others say she plays a deeper game than any can see, though. She is evil, though, and through and through, making the fiends you'll see in the area seem positively divine when compared to her. She is out of the reach of men now, thank the powers, for she was mazed by the Lady of Pain. So she crossed the Lady of Pain, and she made pocket dimension? How do I find her? Mazes are like pocket dimensions, as I just, yeah. Small places between places. To reach one, you'll need to find a portal, a key. I do not know where the door or the key are. Perhaps you should seek some of her old acquaintances. You have certainly left a trail of them behind. They will find you, no doubt. Pray they mean you well. Perhaps you should visit the Civic Fest Hall. They have many answers there. What did Revel do?
Updated my journal.
She was a maker of toys and puzzles, a solver of problems that didn't need solving. She decided that Sigil, the cage, was the largest puzzle box of all, and set herself to undo it, to let the armies of fiends at her disposal, no doubt, to upset the balance of the city, turn the entire burg into a charnel house. Pray to any power you hold dear with thanks she did not succeed. I will find her then and force her to return mortality. Farewell.
I've learned some new tricks.
She leveled up again? I guess this one is the rogue half of her. Yeah, let's tech traps. I don't want to pick pockets. That does me no good. There we go. Let's see about me leveling up. +1 strength gained from specialization bonus. Ooh. Saving throws have been improved. Fighting saving throws. 1 characteristic points gained. 10 hit points. Gained 12 hit points. Yeah. That would be nice for the dex. Hit harder. Generate faster. Get. Oh man, that does add a ton of HP. Come with the armor class. Get hit less. Yep, we're going with that. Get hit less. Strength increased up permanently. What is my strength now? 17 now. Okay. Alright, so I guess we'll leave.
Done.
Aye?
Can we
Might as well.
do
Got
that?
it.
Okay. Not very exciting.
Got it.
Not very exciting. Alright, so we'll just leave this place. We have no business here. Hopefully Morte is... Hey! You're back. There we go.
I'm gone.
Awesome. Alright, so didn't we see Lenny right here? Let's talk to Lenny. You see a feral-looking man in shoddy clothing. His eyes dart about as he scans the surroundings. He notices your approach and begins eyeing you warily. Greetings. He looks you up and down and glances about, returning his attention to you. He gives you a wicked grin. You'd best have a good reason for disturbing Lenny, Burke. I have some questions. He laughs you. Ain't no doubt. If you've got questions, go find one. His smile broadens. You'd best push off before I have to bleed you. What if I told you Brian Pickett sent me? He stops smiling and examines your file. His eyes linger on your scars, and he swallows slightly. After a moment, a frown settles on his face and appears to be nervous. Pickett sent you? Why? He said you should answer some questions. Frowns, what questions? You notice he looks rather tense. I want to ask you about the papers you stole from Trist. He swallows hard and stares at you. You notice his muscles tense to look like he's ready to run. Puts one hand on his hip in a nonchalant manner, but you can tell he is wound tight as a spring. I don't know what you're talking about, Burke. You'd best be off. Smile wickedly. You know what I'm talking about, Lenny. Brian had you steal some papers from Trist. I'm here to collect them. He swallows hard, and the corner of one eye starts to twitch. He glances at the scars that cover your body and tries to meet your gaze. What can I? Collect them. I destroyed the papers after I nicked them, just like Brian told me to. He finally met your gaze. Really? Then why are you so nervous, Lenny? Let me guess. Brian thinks you destroyed the papers, but maybe you didn't. Maybe you kept them, a little blackmail material, perhaps. He stares at you for a moment, then suddenly turns to run. Grab him before he gets away. Just as he starts to run, you leap forward and grab him by the arm. He struggles for a moment, but he cannot match your strength. Finally, he goes limp in your grasp. All right, I didn't destroy them. I'll give them to you. Just let me go. You loosen your grip. Just hand them over, Lenny. I don't have them with me. Frown at him, and you see fear grow on his face. I swear it, I don't have them. I put them in storage. He continues to stare at you, breathing hard. Then let's go get them. He shakes his head. We can't. They're in the warehouse. They're not open for business right now. Rumor has it there's some sort of management change going on, but I don't know if that's true. In any case, I can't get the papers. He looks at you sheepishly. I'll look into this and get the papers myself then. He shrugs. Fine, I guess that snake Pickett wins again. He looks at you defiantly. Actually, Twist wins this one, Lenny. He frowns. What do you mean? I'm not working for Pickett, Lenny. He stares at you dumbfoundedly. You serious? But you said... He watches you closely at the moment and then laughs. You gave me the peel so I'd spill the chance to you. Shakes his head and looks at you with respect. Good job, Cutter. Let's go get those pages, Lenny. He shakes his head sadly. We can't. They're in the warehouse and not open for business right now. Rumor. Okay. Okay, change. But I don't know if that's true. In any case, I can't help the paper. I can't get the papers. He looks at you sheepishly. That's why I haven't helped Trist myself, Cutter. I can't get the sodding papers. I'll look into this and get the papers myself then. He smiles. Go to the warehouse and tell the clerk I'm here for a loan. And he'll give you Trist's papers. If you then tell him I gave Pickett the laugh, he'll give you a bonus. What bonus? He laughs. Evidence, Cutter. It'll take Pickett off the streets for a long time if you give him the right person. He thinks for a moment. If there's someone in the harmonium you think you can trust, give it to them.
Updated my journal.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here. This is a great spot to end it. We got the party all back together. We have sounds like a pretty lengthy side quest to do here with the warehouse. We've leveled up some. It's been a productive little chapter here. So I think I'm going to end it here. And next episode, we'll try to free Trist and maybe check out the Clerk Ward. Alright, guys. Thanks for following me. Thanks for watching. Again, if I missed anything or if there's any little side quests that you guys know about, put it in the section below and I will try to get to them. Till then, stay safe. See you next time.